Hey guys, RALPHINATOR here, and this week we're going to be looking at the newest Venom trailer. This is the second Venom trailer that's come out. Venom is coming out later this year, I believe in the fall. So I did a reaction video for the first trailer that came out, and I enjoyed it. It was alright. We got to see a small glimpse of the symbiote. I've been hearing through the grapevine that, well, there seems to be a lot of hype with this trailer, apparently. Apparently we get our first actual look at Venom, a really good look at Venom. And I've only seen the thumbnails for this, and they look pretty cool. I mean, Venom's face looks pretty good. I mean, like, it's a still picture. So I have to see it in motion to get a really good impression of it. And to be honest, I mean, it definitely looks better than the Venom in Spider-Man 3. I was not a fan of Spider-Man 3. I think that they did not really do Venom justice in that movie. So hopefully this movie will correct, some of the problems that we saw in Spider-Man 3. Will this be set in the MCU? Are we going to see in the future, are we going to see Tom Holland Spider-Man fighting Tom Hardy Venom? I mean, that would be really cool. I hope that this is set in the MCU, because if it's not, it's going to just feel really weird. Sony trying to make their own kind of Spider-Verse universe that's separate from the MCU. If they do that, I really hope that they just don't make it separate from the MCU, because it just would feel weird and off-putting, and it's such a good business opportunity. Why not collaborate with Marvel? I mean, like, nobody knows Spider-Man and Venom better than Marvel. So, like, I mean, why not? I hope that they look to Marvel for guidance, because, at the end of the day, it's not their IP, it's Marvel's IP. And obviously Spider-Man Homecoming was such a good movie. Or, I mean, Disney could just buy Sony. Also, that could be a solution as well. So, as I have said before, Venom is my favorite Spider-Man villain. He's been largely neglected in the comics, I feel, in Marvel Comics. The folks over at Marvel, just throughout the years, I don't think they've really have figured out what to do with Venom as a character. Part of his whole motivation as a character has always just been sort of focused on Spider-Man. They haven't really fleshed him out as a character, and I think that's a problem, because a villain, sure, I mean, a villain needs to have goals and ambitions apart from the hero that they're antagonizing, right? And I think that's part of the problem with Venom. I never really agreed with the creative decision to make Venom into an anti-hero. I think, Venom has so much potential as a villain, and, I would even say Venom has the potential to be Spider-Man's greatest villain. I mean, to be honest, I was never really a huge fan of the Green Goblin. I'm a 90s kid. Venom was all the rage in the 90s for Spider-Man, so being a Spider-Man fan and being a 90s kid, obviously my favorite Spider-Man villain is going to be Venom. Green Goblin just never, I'm sorry, compared to Venom, he's kind of lame. I mean, that's just how I feel. I mean, come at me, bro. Again, I don't really agree with this creative decision, but I'll give it a shot. Tom Hardy is a great actor, and maybe this will kind of add an interesting dimension to Venom as a character. Maybe Venom can kind of walk the line between villain and hero. Maybe he's not necessarily one or the other. Maybe he's kind of, he can be kind of a mix of both, right? Hopefully we can, I don't know if this will happen in this trailer, but hopefully when we get to see the movie, there will be maybe some hints or some Easter eggs just to draw that connection between, the larger MCU, especially Spider-Man. I mean, Spider-Man, if they make a Venom series and they don't include Spider-Man in it, I mean, I think that's the wrong decision. All right, so without further ado, let's take a look at this new Venom trailer.
You should be extremely afraid.
I'm afraid.
Thank you for bringing us collectively to this moment. It is a moment that so many have dreamed of claiming. History starts today.
guy you work for is an evil person.
I don't work for him. My firm works for him. Are you gonna behave yourself tomorrow?
I told you I'm gonna do my job. I'm a reporter. I follow people that do not want to be followed. What about the allegations that you recruit the most vulnerable for tests that end up killing people?
Your time to go.
You finished, Mr. Brock.
Was that a threat? You had to learn how to hide in plain sight.
I do like this.
Pretty good at it. But you suck. Whoever you are.
I work at the Life Foundation, and I need your help. We found something. We call them symbiotes. Carlton
It looks
Drake
like they
believes
are
that
aliens.
The union between human and symbiote is the key to our evolution.
I'm feeling really sick. I'm hearing
I like
noise.
Tom Hardy as Eddie Brock. I like this.
You're not real. You were just in my head.
I'm gonna need Mr. Drake's property back.
I don't know. Why would we do that?
It's almost kind of like a Spider-Man origin.
If you're gonna stay, you will only hurt bad people.
The way I see it, we can do whatever we want. Do we have a deal?
That's interesting. So the symbiote has its own voice.
Are you willing to sacrifice the one thing you hold most dear? You should be extremely afraid. What the hell are you?
We are Venom.
Yeah, okay. All right. I mean, that was cool. The symbiote looks cool. It sounds cool. Yeah, again, it's just weird that Spider-Man isn't in here, you know? Like, I just... Tom Hardy is definitely playing Eddie Brock the way Eddie Brock should be played, right? Like, he's sort of like this street-smart, streetwise reporter, though. He's a reporter. And it's also interesting that it apparently... So the symbiote is not... The symbiote wasn't created in a lab. It looks like they found the symbiote, you know? Or they discovered the symbiote, so it looks like I like that they're keeping the alien origin of the symbiote. Yeah, the origin kind of looked a little bit like Spider-Man's origin, you know, like, I mean, at least, you know, the way we've seen it in movies, right, where he's kind of like he gets his powers, but then he doesn't really understand them or know what to do with them until he's under attack, you know. So I kind of got that vibe from this scene right here. Yeah, I definitely like the characterization of Eddie Brock. You know, he's kind of this investigative reporter. That's pretty cool, right? You know, he's kind of like an everyman. You know, that's one thing I always liked about the Venom character, is that like he wasn't sort of like this mastermind or something like that. He's like a regular guy. You know, he's like, he probably has an apartment and he probably just like lifts weights or something like that, whatever, right? Like, you know, he's like in a convenience store, like in a bodega or something like that, right? Just like walking around the city. And this is interesting because, like, what is this? So this looks like a lot of personnel right here, right? This has me wondering, like, is this a crash site? You know, is this like an alien spaceship that crashed here? Maybe, you know, what is this right here? This is pretty interesting, right? You know, maybe alien spaceship wreckage, you know, maybe that's how they found the symbiotes, right? They take them to like their lab, their secret evil lab, right? Come on, Venom doesn't need a motorcycle. That's lame. Come on, like, Venom is Venom, like, Venom. So yeah, I mean, definitely visually, and the voice too is so awesome. Like that deep guttural voice that, you know, you always imagine Venom to have. So yeah, one question that I had then is, you know, Venom traditionally web swings, right? Because he took that from Spider-Man. So, but if Spider-Man's not in this movie, then is he gonna be web swinging then? Yeah. So overall, definitely, I did like that. You know, again, you know, I still have questions, you know, like, is, you know, most importantly, is Spider-Man gonna have anything to do with this? Is the larger MCU gonna have anything to do with this? You know, I mean, what do you guys think? Are you into this? What do you think of the way Venom looks? I mean, are you a Venom fan, first of all? Is Venom your favorite Spider-Man villain, or do you have a different Spider-Man villain? Who's your favorite? Let me know in the comments. All right, like, subscribe, and until next time, peace.